trading fire overnight. It threatened to derail completely the negotiations, and both sides have since agreed to renew the ceasefire. Now, someone's struggling. Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, they're on their way to Switzerland. No word on whether Vice President J.D. Vance will join them. But this is the problem for Trump. He isn't only negotiating with Iran, he also has to keep the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah from blowing up the agreement. And today, the president offered praise for Benjamin Netanyahu. But just yesterday, he suggested he needs to keep Israel's prime minister in check.
We've had a great relationship with Israel. We were very formidable. And Bibi Netanyahu is a warrior prime minister. If it weren't for Donald Trump, Israel would have been eviscerated.
The relationship with Netanyahu is
It's good, but we have to keep him a little bit sane.
Are you going to be able to control Israel from attacking Lebanon?
Yeah.
The man asking those questions, he's on the show tonight. Let's not forget what's happening at home. The president has to contend with angry members of his own party, Ron Hawks, who say this deal gives Iran, including the possibility of a $300 billion reconstruction.
That money will be used to fund terrorism and to murder Americans. I don't want a lunatic religious fanatic who chants death to America to receive $300 billion. Whether it comes from us or it comes from some other regional partner, I don't care where it comes from.
So the president is sitting with both at home, a delay abroad, and a 60-day window that's already counting down. I got a panel of experts tonight. Founder and Executive Director of the National Security Institute, Jamal Jaffer, Senior Politics Reporter for Axios, Mark Caputo, who interviewed the president just yesterday, Executive Director of Georgetown Institute of Politics and Public Service, Mo Alefi, and Republican strategist, Leslie Shedd. Good to have all you guys here. I'm going to go with the person who I just referenced, Mark Caputo, to try this out for us, because the president, perhaps surprisingly, effectively admitted to you a number of things that may surprise people. One was that he understood, he seemed, to know just how bad, perhaps, things could be for the economy if it kept going. Were you surprised by that kind of, candor and admission?
He wants out. And so now that he's found a way out, he is all in. That is, he is willing to admit that while in the past he said, well, I'm not thinking about these things and negotiating with Iran. Now it's one of the things he said to me, he made sure to stress repeatedly, stocks are up, oil is down, and the word he used is gusher. He's hit basically a gutter as if he discovered his own oil field. And it's sort of emblematic of the fact that it just gives relief.
I mean, the idea that this is almost an epiphany seems odd, given the fact that many told him beforehand he shouldn't get into this. These are the issues that are going to happen. Does it surprise you, or would it have an effect in terms of maybe support for the president that he is saying this now?
I mean, I think the president has always said very clearly that he cares about both things. That he is capable of saying, I'm the commander in chief, and I'm going to make sure that we are having a successful military campaign, while also keeping in mind economic pain here at home. I think that he's looking at this and saying, we need to find a way to end this war. He believes that he has found it. We've got the Strait of Hormuz reopened, which is great. Let's get the oil flowing, and then let's see. Because he's also made it very clear that if Iran does not honor the agreement, if they start attacking them again, if war starts again, he is not afraid to shut them down very quickly.
Here's the problem. He said in the past, J.D. Vance, that the words don't matter, it's the actions in the end. President Trump has talked about not being as concerned with the economy. People have a long enough memory, I think, to recall these statements and still believe he can walk and chew gum at the same time and know that we're not privy to every piece of information. But we're also looking at what's going on in terms of his alliances. And notably, the president called Prime Minister Netanyahu a warrior after days of blasting Israel's action in Lebanon. I mean, just watch what he told, he told Mark this. Just listen to this idea about his relationship with Netanyahu and how that works.
They have a lot of respect for me, and they do as I say.
Okay. I'm sure they have response to that, being almost commanded by the president of a different country, but will Trump be able to keep it in mind?
I mean, look, it doesn't look like it, right? I mean, as we've seen thus far, the president keeps saying, hey, I need this thing in Lebanon to quiet down. responding in kind. The idea that the prime minister is not going to fight back is laughable, and the president shouldn't expect that. The craziest thing the president said wasn't even that. At the G7, he was sitting there with the Emir of Qatar, and he says, you know what, I told Bibi, don't worry about Hezbollah. My guy in Syria, the former Al Qaeda operative, right, is going to take care of Hezbollah. I mean, what are we talking about? The president of the United States calling on Al Qaeda to help take care of Hezbollah? I mean, like, we are in crazy town, and we're undermining our allies and supporting our adversaries. We're giving hundreds of millions of dollars to Iran. I mean, I'm a Republican. Ted Cruz is exactly right. I don't want the Supreme Leader, whether it's Ayatollah Khamenei or his son, Murtaza, getting $300 billion, not $44 billion, essentially. The same pounds of cash that President Trump rightly attacked President Obama for giving to the Iranian regime, he's out getting. It's the same frozen asset. It was never American money. It was never money from the Treasury. It was Iranian frozen assets for Obama. It's Iranian frozen assets for Trump. This is a disaster.
It's about packaging. Good.
The difference is President Obama gave that money after we had already verified, right? After we'd gone in and checked to see if they were living up to the terms of the deal. Donald Trump just gave it to them beforehand, before we even began the negotiations, right? We're now supposed to, the memorandum that we signed simply said, we're now going to spend the next 60 days talking about it. Iran has said, we're not, we'll talk about news. We'll talk about the straits after you pay us. That's a very, very big difference from the situation that the president's been attacking.
So how do Democrats play that? Because on the one hand, they're going to point out the obvious unpopularity, let's just say, of the war. The Republican scathing criticism of the memorandum of understanding that doesn't actually detail everything, but yet they still have to, navigate a kind of minefield of supporting an American action to end the war without, alienating voters who say, well, this is the best we're going to get now.
Right. Look, I think we should all be happy if this gets us to the end of fighting.
They're happy.
Australia,
We're all happy.
but
Yes,
look, we
there you
should
go.
be happy if it brings us to an end to the fighting. The question that I think Americans are going to be asking themselves is what we get out of the end of this, was it worth the squeeze? Was the juice worth the squeeze? When we went in saying it had to be about news, we don't know if we're going to be able to negotiate that yet. We went in saying, or as a result of going in, the Straits of Hormuz are now closer to being under Iranian control than they were before. And while gas prices have ticked down over the past couple of days, we haven't begun the negotiations yet. And so these oil prices are going to continue to be volatile.
But it's one thing when Trump expects Democrats to criticize him. It's almost maybe for him, just totally par for the of course. But then when Republicans do it, they have been punished severely by him in terms of his support, his attack, his putting people against them. What can those Republicans do? Does he have an insight into that?
I asked the president, are any Republicans who pay the price for opposing?
Mm-hmm.
After a little pushing, he basically said no.
Did you believe that statement?
You don't, I believed that when he said it was true, but I don't necessarily believe it will remain true. Is that if people oppose him and become meddlesome, they'll start attacking him. It's just what he does. It's a counterpuncher, and sometimes it's just a haymaker in and of himself. But Trump's fundamental gambit here is this, and I've been a long time believer of the idea that ultimately Americans care a lot more about gas prices and inflationary pressures than they do about the Straits of Hormuz and these different matters and $300 billion in funds, whatever kind of money it is. And so, if he can keep the negotiations going, and if the oil continues to flow, if gas prices drop, it's going to be a win, and that's how he's going to sell it to Republicans and tell them to get on board.
100% agree with that. It's just, we all care about foreign policy. I spend most of my time talking about it and all the intricacies behind it. But what most American voters care about is their own lives, right? They're working very hard. They're not following the news every single day. They care about getting food on the table, about being able to drive their kids to school safely, and they care about gas prices. And if we can get these gas prices back down, they're already starting to drop. That is what they will remember.
Well, they also had.
As I said, the Iranians also get a vote, right? They get,
Sure do.
and they have shown that they know how to play the long game in this whole thing. They are willing to withstand whole lot of pain because they know that they can shut down the global economy and they can screw President Trump just by turning off the spigot.
One of the things that I've been told by people who have been negotiating on behalf of the administration is there's a belief that Iran is willing to suffer the consequences of the bombardment much more than being broken. They really want money. And so the gambit here for Trump is to offer their ability to sell oil and the promise of this other fund, but nothing is necessarily set in stone except for the flow of oil and the money they can make off of it.
The leverage that obviously has shifted. What does this mean with the negotiations and the positions of power or strength that both will have over the next 60 days?
This is the whole problem. We won the war. We beat Iran down. We took out 7% of their ballistic missile launch capability. 70% of their drone launch capability. Huge part of their navy. We took them down, and then we lost the negotiation. Right? The world's